Hi, everybody. My apologies for the delay. I'm a day late. Yesterday I wasn't feeling so wonderful. I was like, oh my God, I'm getting a cold. No. But it turns out it was just allergies, thank goodness. And how do I know that? It was just, I'm just congested and my throat is super itchy, like the back of my throat. My eyes are itchy and red, and that's basically it. So once I took some antihistamines, some Advil because my head is killing me from blowing my nose so much. Anyways, boo-hoo, poor me, I get it. But anyway, so that's why it's a day later because I needed some rest. But cheers, because this will be uploaded tomorrow on Friday. So happy Friday, happy weekend. Cheers to everybody. Tonight's drink is a beautiful Côte du Rhône from France. About 17, 18, between 18 and 20 bucks at SAQ. So good. So cheers. Happy Friday, everybody. Okay, I'm gonna go right into it. All the G's, maybe G and H last names, whoever got their car registration this month, um, it's 400 motherfucking dollars. I don't have a ticket. I don't have any incidences connected to my license and my registration. Zero. $400. And how much is it? 183.45 for a public transit fee. Are you are is that a joke? $183? No, I've never heard of this in my life. I just like $400 for car registration. Anyways, I can't be the only one that's pissed off about that. And then people are like, oh, it's for the REM, it covers the REM. But that's what my taxes are for. I don't ride the REM. I don't take public transport ever. Maybe once every 5 years if I'm going to a festival or Lorone. No, I haven't been to Lorone since I'm 18. So no, a festival, like, and I pay to get on that metro. So it's not like I'm getting it for free. So this is just absurd, insane, and it's just retarded to actually think that you could charge someone $400. Anyways, thanks for letting me vent about that. Okay, so here's a funny story. I completely forgot all about it. I went for dinner for one of my girlfriend's birthdays last week, and we are about to leave, and I look over and I see like someone, and I'm like, oh my God. She's like, what? I'm like, I think it's this guy I went on a random date with, but hang on, I need to take a second look. So I look back, I'm like, man, that's his doppelganger. She's like, why? Well, how was the date? I'm like, how was the date? How was the date? Let me tell you guys, you want to hear a dating freaking nightmare? Um, he suggested to go on a coffee date, which right away, like, okay, so you want to be friends. Oh, okay, so you're my cousin. Oh, okay, you're gay. Okay, cool, perfect. Okay, this is what the situation is. You don't ask a girl out to go for coffee, like you just don't. And even if you don't drink, you could still go, quote, grab a drink, grab a soda and let the girl have a drink, or just something in the nighttime adult sexy vibes. Like coffee, there's nothing sexy about a coffee date. It feels like a job interview slash, like I said, coffee with the cousin, coffee with the girlfriends, whatever. So we go to a coffee date, meet at Starbucks, not even like a fancy schmancy French cafe. No, 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 Starbucks. And he's cute. He's super cute, this guy. Whew, very cute. And so we sit down and he's like, yeah, I have a tea. I'm like, yeah, me too. A tea, great. So we're sitting down and he's like, yeah, so I I want to go down on you. I'm like, sorry? And he's like, I want to take you into my car and go down on you in the back seat. I'm like, I'm so sorry. It's been 42 seconds. He's like, I don't care. I'm straight to the point. I'm like, are you, hang on, is this a joke? Or are you being serious? Like, I'm not even kidding. Not a minute sitting down. That's what he said. And he's like, no, I'm being serious. I'm just going to tell you what I want to do. And that's what I want to do. I'm like, oh, flattering, super nice. Appreciate the offer, but I'm just going to say no for now. Like, thank you though. He's like, oh, okay, well, um, and then honestly, I was trying to rack my brain. It was years and years and years ago. And it turns out that he has a girlfriend. I'm like, oh, you have a girlfriend? Yeah. And he's like, but it's not serious, and I'm going to be super honest with you. I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm not even looking to date anyone. Like it'll be strictly sexual. And I'm asking you again, like, can I take you into my car and I want to go down on you? I'm like, yeah. So again, a super sweet offer on the table. But I'm just gonna say no for now. But thanks so much. We wrapped up the date. I'm driving back home. I'm like, what the fuck was that? What was that? Um, anyways, I just had to laugh because I completely, I guess, suppressed it. Or no, it was just too many years ago. Every so often I'll chuck in a date story just so that you guys are like, why are you single? Okay, no, we get it now. We get it now. I'm single by choice. I'm very selective with who I date. And the older I got, the red flags just appear way faster than they used to, which I'm happy, but my God. And don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect. I am not perfect, but uh pretty normal. I consider myself like pretty high on the normal scale. Pretty fucking high. Anyways, just go ahead and cross that off the list. Okay, here's a funny story. So this weekend we went a couple like there were four of us girls, we went to Tremblant for a night. And we're like, you know what? Let's fucking turn up at Caribou. Like, how many of you have been to Caribou and Tremblant? Like, it's a blast there. It was a blast back years ago. So we're like, let's go. We're like, yeah, for sure. So at the Fairmont, we're oh, a super side note, the poutine that they sell at the Fairmont, I don't know if it's the same one in the restaurant, but by the pool, I'm not kidding. It's a 16 on 10. Just the perfect amount of fried French fries, like not over greasy, but greasy enough, crispy, but not too hard, but not too soft, perfect thickness on the gravy, but not drowning in gravy, and classic cheese curds. No, guys, I'm talking about it right now. First of all, poutines are my kryptonite. Um, oh my God, I fucking love poutines. Anyways, I can't stop thinking about it. The Fairmont, shout out. Holy cow. Anyways, so at the Fairmont, we're drinking up a storm actually. Anyways, and it was fun. I honestly, I haven't had fun like that in a really long time. And so it gets to like be, I actually don't even know. Crazy. I don't know what time it was, but we get to the Caribou and we walk. I go in first, and this is gonna be very bratty, but I don't care, guys. I'm gonna say it again. I'm 40, and this explains everything. And yeah, walk up, and the bouncer's like, and he's nice, a super cute young guy, and he's like, okay, ma'am, ma'am. No, he didn't say ma'am. He's like, okay, that's it. There's a $10 cover charge. I'm like, sorry, a cover charge? He's like, yeah, $10. I'm like, oh no. Oh my God. I think the last time I paid a cover charge, I was 17. And the only reason why I did that is because I didn't want to make a scene because I was underage clubbing. But no, I assure you I'm not paying $10 to go into Caribou. And he's like, well, you didn't need that attitude. Okay, go in. But he was like busting my balls joking. I was like, okay, thanks. So me and my three friends, we go in, my sister and two friends. Justin, you're my friend too, but you know what I mean. And we go in, and oh wait, hang on, I completely forgot to say this. So, oh no, what's his name? I forget his last name, but his name is Liam, and he went missing in Tremblant a year ago. And so my sister and I were walking around. We were actually trying to find a Habs jersey because the Habs were playing that night, and there's absolutely like there's sports attire, but like skiing and snowboarding and swimsuits, but no like actual teams. So that was a bust. But anyway, so on our walk, we came across the family of this boy, Liam. He was 23 and went missing on February 2nd of last year. And no one's heard from him, heard anything about him. He was seen in Caribou, the club that we were going into, talking like he was with a friend, and then the friend left and they went back to his hotel, and he was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stay. I mean, he's a 23-year-old guy, like you don't think he's gonna get raped and murdered, but here we are. And so his friend obviously is beating himself up about it, like, why did I leave? It was just us two, we shouldn't have split. But you don't think about it, as I wouldn't think about it if I was a guy. Like I definitely would not think about that. So anyways, and then you see him leaving the club on the camera, and he's talking to two guys, and those two guys just say like, yeah, like, he was drunk, he was talking to girls, talking to us, and that was it. Like, and then he just walks out of the sight of cameras. There's no CCTV footage after that. And his wallet was found on March 22nd, so like over like a month and 2 days more, and or a month and 20 days more, and his wallet was found in the parking lot at Tremblant. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, obviously, it's an inside job, whatever happened to him. Oh, and his phone was still on and pinging in Tremblant area. Cause like the cell towers, it can tell you like a general location, but not exactly where it is. And that was still on for a week. And then it just shut off. Everyone knows an iPhone will die in 11 seconds. So whoever had the phone was keeping it charged. Um, so it's super scary. They have absolutely no idea what happened to him. Obviously, it's looking like foul play. Um, and they have a reward out. They have the FBI helping them. It was so sad and scary to think that that can happen. And they're like, yeah, because of this, like, there's many more cameras that are put up for people's protection, which is great. And I was like, well, we're going to Caribou tonight. I'm like, do you have any pamphlets? And I'll go and put them around. And he's like, yeah, that'd be great. And he's like, Caribou is like super supportive with this. So like they won't be upset with that. I'm like, even better. But even if they were, I don't give a fuck. I'd still put them in the bathrooms and wherever. Cause like someone knows something, and I watch enough crime docs to know that it's a matter of time before something comes to the surface. But anyways, that poor family. So I'm going to bring you back to the club. So we're there. He lets us in. We don't pay a cover. We're 97 years old. So we go in, and two of my girlfriends go to the bar to order a drink. And my sister and I am like, come with me. Let's go put out the pamphlets everywhere. So I'm putting out them on tables and like literally walking by, and people are having drinks. I'm like, bloop, I'm plopping them there on the bar, here, there. It literally took 42 seconds. I'm not exaggerating. And then we're like, we walk back. I'm so congested. Sorry. So one of my girlfriends is ordering the drinks, and my other girlfriend beside her, she has a Red Bull in her hand, and she cracks the can open, and at the same time the bartender, when I say yanks it, grabs it out of her hands, yanks it out of her hand. It's splishing and splashing around town. Jess and I, my sister, we walk up, and we get there at that exact moment, and we're like, what the fuck? Like, what's happening? What's going on? And then 2 seconds later, there's two big bouncers. They come and they're like, get them the fuck out of here. Get them in French. Get them out of here. Grabbing my girlfriends by their jackets, throwing them out, grabbing me. I'm like, get off of me. Okay. I'm getting heated up even thinking about this. Never in my life have I been thrown out of a club or a bar or anything. And never in my life. And collectively, we were inside that place for a minute and 40 seconds, let's say, in total. Okay. I'm like, what happened? So, anyways, my sister, my two friends are out, and I'm there. I'm like, no. I want to know why we're getting kicked out. Like, what happened for us? Not like a please leave. No, grabbing us by our jackets and yanking us out, pushing us out. It was insane. And then the bouncer, the one that was talking to me like $10, he was even like, no, this isn't fucking normal. He's like, those guys are supposed to tell us why you're getting kicked out. And I was like, yeah. So what did he say? He's like, no, he's not giving me a reason. He's like, I need to know. It's like, do you have a knife? Did you rob? You didn't pay a bill? Did you have a gun? Did you get into a fight? Like, I need to know so that A, for my safety, and B, I don't let you back in. And I'm like, exactly. I'm like, bro, we were inside here for a minute and 40 seconds. He's like, I know. He's like, I don't know what's going on. So then the manager comes out. He's like, what's going on? And we tell him. And he's like, well, what happened? And we're like, again, we were in here for a minute and 40 seconds. I promise you nothing happened. Then he goes inside, and he's like, oh, the bartender said that one of your friends shot a drink in her face. I was like, I'm sorry, what? Abso-fucking-lutely not. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna go check the cameras. I'm like, yeah, go check the cameras. So meanwhile, I go outside, and we're waiting. And at this point, I don't want to go back in. I'm like, they're not getting a red fucking cent out of me. I've never been like, I'm 40. We don't pay to get in, and we sure as fuck don't get kicked out of places. Like, what? Are you kidding me? So he comes back out, and he's like, yeah. you're right. None of that happened, and I literally saw you and her's face like shocked in disbelief. I'm like, yeah. And it's still the same face I have right now. It's like, I'm so sorry. Please accept my apology. And then a couple of my friends are like, oh, let's go back in. I'm like, no, fuck that. They kicked us out, guys, for absolutely nothing. And first of all, that bartender should be fired. But all this to say, those two bouncers that literally manhandled us women, um, I don't know, FBI. I would check in on those guys. Looks like it's something's going on in Caribou that's an inside job. I could put money on it, actually. It's so sketch. It was so sketch. So we actually go back in, as pathetic as that sounds. Trust me, I know. So we go to, he's like, I'm going to bring you to another bar. So we go to another bar. I'm going to order you guys, please, let me offer you shots. Shots. Okay. Shots are what you offer like 19-year-old girls or guys. If you want to or offer me a glass of wine or actual full size drink, it'd be a different story. But anyways, I was just like, whatever. I'm having this drink and I'm dipping. Like, this is crazy. And so that's my story. I just couldn't believe that that happened. Yeah, inside job, Caribou, super sketch. I don't know. And if anyone goes there after hearing this, like, just be careful. You know, like, honestly, even if you're a group of four girls, just always stick together because it's, hey, sorry, my cat is going crazy. So that was that, getting kicked out of a club at 40. Scratch that off the list. Oh, oh, I might piss off some people, but I don't care. I don't care. Um, so you know when, okay, so I'm a type of Instagram person that like I read comments. I if I read comments, I look at random profiles. Uh, I like click and then I go on their profile and I'm like, oh, who's that? Click, 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 and I go down this like treasure trove of people that I don't know. Um, and some are like celebrities, celebrity kids. Like I'm always so curious about things, and like if I'm watching a movie, I'll go into it. Um, anyways, so this is what I don't know how this popped in my head, but I hope anyone who's listening knows what I'm saying. So I wrote down mirror background boyfriend. The relationships never last. Okay. Tell me if I'm wrong. Okay. So you have the girl who has her thing like this. She's in the mirror and she's going, okay, and she's posing and she's holding her phone. Damn, I wish I had a phone that made it look better for YouTube people, but she holds up her phone and the boyfriend's in the standing behind her looking like fuck, another mirror selfie. Oh my god, she's so annoying with her social media. She's such a wannabe influencer. Oh my god, kill me, get me out of this relationship. I'm only here because the sex is good. I'm only here because like I'm trapped and I'm too afraid to break up with her. But this is crazy. This is what goes on through my head. So you look at the boys. Okay, wait. Yeah, no, wait. Let me stay on track. So every single relationship that I've seen, and it's like teeny bop relationships where the girl's always like being so sexy and seductive, holding the phone when they're taking the mirror picture, and none of those relationships last. It's a year. It's a hot year. Ooh, the pictures are fire. Don't get me wrong. They never last. Never, never do they last. And if you can show me one where it does, great. But let me tell you, what does last. If a guy, and not in like a cheesy weird way, but if a guy's like, hey babe, come in the picture, and he takes it, whole different vibe. Whole different vibe. You want a guy that wants to take pictures of his girlfriend. Like that's sweet. It's nice. Too much, too many pictures, crazy. You need just the sweet spot, where a guy wants to take pictures where it's not too cheesy. But yeah, girl to guy, the relationship is doomed. It's doomed. There's a time stamp of like a year, year and a half tops. So that's the mere background boyfriend. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy, and don't be that girl. Don't trap your boyfriend in those pictures because he will break up with you. I promise you. Okay. The next thing, when you drink and you're having a great time and you're like laughing and you're with all your friends and oh my god, the night is just going like it's a 10 on 10 night. Those are the nights when you make the most plans. The most plans. Yeah, come over. Oh my god, do you want to go to here, there, da da da? What about this trip and that? And we're gonna do this and you're gonna come over on Wednesday and we're gonna go downtown there and blah blah blah. And then you wake up and you're like, oh yeah, no, I'm like, I'm not down to do that today. I'm actually not even down to do that on Thursday, etc., etc. Anyways, so the funniest thing happened to me the other day. So when I was drinking in Tremblant, um I put a reminder. I always put reminders on my phone, and I'm like, sorry, so congested. The next day, or no, wait, sorry, on Tuesday, I was working, and I get a reminder. Remind Laura about um her connection in St. Bart's. And I'm like, what the fuck is this alert? Like, what? So I screenshot and sent her. I'm like, well, I don't know what the hell we were talking about, but here's the reminder. She's dying of laughter. She's like, yes, you don't like, I remember. I'm like, okay, but at least one of us remember. But anyways, it's so funny. We're just so friendly and loving and social when we drink. Well, like the fun drunks. And but anyways, yeah. So that's funny. Um, and then the last thing on my list is, I don't know if you guys have watched the documentary on Netflix called The Crash. Um, but that shook me to my core. Just every single thing about it. It was so sad, so tragic, so disturbing, and unnecessary, and just so juvenile, and it's so permanent. Anyways, you guys, if you haven't watched it, like it's a really good doc. Like I don't know who the directors were, the producers, whatever, but they really put it together. With home videos and snaps and interviews, and I don't know. It just like I found myself like so entertained the entire time, and I know it's so morbid because it was about two people tragically dying at such a young age by a girl. But it was just really really well done. Anyways, so everyone knows what happened, but this is the aftermath. So there was a leaked call that TMZ just shared. I think it was yesterday or today, can't remember. Um, where the mom is calling her Mackenzie, I think her name is. Yeah. In jail, and she's like, "Yeah, it's going viral in London right now. Like it's prime on London right now." And she's like, "No way, it is." And she's like, "Yeah." And they're laughing. They're laughing. And she's like, do you think like Kim K might even reach out now? Oh my God. La 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 la. Girl, are you okay? You killed two innocent people. And unfortunately, I assume you were obviously trying to kill yourself. I don't think you're some pro that knows how to crash a car at 160 kilometers an hour where you're the lone survivor. Like the only reason why that girl survived that crash is so that she could fucking pay the price. Suicide would have been easy out. But anyways, disgusting. This girl's disgusting. And then my sister's like, "Oh, did you see the video where they decoded the like gibberish language that her and the mom were speaking?" I'm like, "What?" She sends a link, and it was literally like like pig Latin. It was something stupid like that. So she's talking to her mom in this weird ass pig Latin type language, and someone knew what it was. Obviously, she didn't create it. Someone's like, "Oh, should we?" This is what she was saying to her mom in front of like the investigators. "Should we tell them that I had a stroke, or should we tell them that I had like what? Should we tell them what?" Oh my God, the girl is guilty from my God, from every single angle. This girl's guilty. I hope that they retry her with more evidence and she gets even longer time, because I don't even think what she got was right. I think it was 15 years served at the same time for each murder. Like, no, not okay. Not okay at all. Um, yeah. Oh my God, you guys have to watch that doc and let me know what you think about it, because I'm still shook by it. But then also, one little last piece of information, because I watch so many crime docs. I don't know if people know this, but do you know that when you press 911 and hit send, it immediately starts recording while it's ringing? Not when they pick up, this is when it's ringing. So you could have someone like, okay, 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 go, 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 hide the body, or it's ringing, ring, ring, 911, or like, okay, let me pretend to cry. People say a lot of things when they don't think someone's listening or watching. And the police get a lot of information from that first initial call, let me tell you. So if you're going to murder someone, FYI, don't talk while you're calling 911 with your fake cry for help. Anyways, okay. I'm super congested. I did it. It will be loaded up on Friday. Today will be Friday if you're listening and watching. And have a fantastic weekend, everybody. Cheers. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your patience. And yeah, have a great bloody weekend.